Hello everybody, this is Brad from Discretion Life. I'm here in my outdoor shop and it's hot as hell. We're going to change the oil on my Dodge 3500 with a 6.4 liter hemi. First thing we're going to do is step one, pull the plug. Let's go. Obviously there's people in this world that know how to do this. What we're going to do is start out with a 13 millimeter. Pull the plug on her and drain the oil out of her. What you need is something to catch the oil in. I got one of these little thingamajigs that you get at Walmart or AutoZone or something. And we're going to loosen the plug. Oh, that's tight shit. There we go. Now you want to be prepared when you pop the plug on her. She's going to squirt like crazy. Here we go. Y'all get ready. Here comes the suspense. Look at that. Put the plug somewhere where you won't lose it. You want to move this because it's going to slow down a little bit. Now I've been watching YouTube channels on how to do this, to do YouTube, and they told me that you're supposed to go in full description of like the climate or what you're doing and all that crap. So this is my outdoor shop. And it's hot as hell. But technically nobody knows exactly how hot hell is. So can you really say it's hot as hell? I got a feeling hell's gonna be hotter than this. So this is how I'm gonna describe how hot it is. It's hot as a woman's cotton square. Now I know what people are saying. You know, what is a woman's cotton square? A woman's cotton square is that little thing in a woman's underwear. It's their last line of defense when they start their cycle. Seriously, the little white cotton square. Now, y'all want to know, y'all was like, well, how's S. Quinn know about all this? I said, well, S. Quinn is married and S. Quinn has got a teenage daughter. So 6 months out of my life, out of 1 year, I'm going through Shark Week at this house. So and some people say I'm lucky. Anyway, we're gonna let it drain all the way out, and then we'll go to the next step. Now we got the oil drained out of her. Wipe the plug off. Keep a good rag around, you're gonna need it. Wipe the plug off good. Put it back in the hole. Tighten it back up. Find your 13 millimeter wrench. I think a 1/2 inch would fit it too. Of course, you don't put it on. Snug her up. Clean her off. Get you pretty. Now, step 2 is change the oil filter. Now, in step 2 process, we got to get the oil filter off. Now on the Dodge, it's located right here. And we got it. I guess tight. Put a rag on it. Shit. Shit, there she comes. Turn it a little bit. Should start dripping down. As you can see, it's got a nice little pour spout right there. It helps it drip down into the pan. Helps make a real big mess. Keeps making a big real mess. Now, once you get the old oil filter off, and it gets through draining, you're going to take your new oil filter right here. It's got a little rubber gasket on it. You're going to put a little bit of oil all the way around the edge of it. Now, when you get through giving your oil filter a rim job, you can screw it on. Just like so. I put it on there hand tight, not ninja hand tight, but hand tight. Wipe up the excess oil. Step 2 is done. Now let's go to step 3. Now step 3 is putting the oil back in the engine. Pull the cap, put it right here. Take your old rag, pull the dipstick. Now this engine holds 7 quarts. And it has, this oil change has 10,000 miles on it. Now I use Amsoil 0W40. That's what this 6.4 hemi requires. I've never put 10,000 miles on a vehicle in my life. The oil looks good coming out of it. I'm shocked. I didn't use any oil. I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical about it. I just, you know, I've always been raised, you change it every 3,000 or 4,000 miles. Anyway, you shove your funnel in there in that hole, and you get in there any way you can. This is 8 quarts of oil. It holds 7. What you don't want to do is overfill it. There's a YouTube channel about that. Here we go. And if you didn't put the plug back in the engine, this is about the time you're going to realize it. Because this Amsoil, I'm cheap about everything. This is why I changed my own oil. But I'm not cheap when it comes to getting oil. This is probably some of the most expensive oil you can get. People say, well, why don't you get somebody to change your oil? I said, well, I know how to do it. Plus, I'm cheap. But I do use some of the best oil there is. And there's people out there that's going to say, I'm Pennzoil or Gas Oil or whatever. And I'm going to tell you how I went to Amsoil. About 20 years ago, I met a veteran that was a mechanic in the military. And I was talking to him. He worked on jets and helicopters and crap like that. And I asked him, how did they, when a helicopter or jet was shot up, how did it make it? You know, how they make it? You know, you'd think when the engine got a bullet in it, the oil drained out, the engine quit. Which it did sometimes, I guess. 3.78. He told me it was a type of oil they used. He said they use full synthetic oil in the jets due to cold temperatures and hot temperatures, different fluctuation of temperatures in the atmosphere. I said, well, I want to get myself some of that. He said, well, the guy that flew the jets is the one that made Amsoil. It's full synthetic. So that's when I switched. Now this is my 4th truck with a hemi. I don't knock diesel at all. I got family members that have diesels, but I don't like that DEF crap. You know, well, for DEF, I probably have one. When I bought this truck, I found another one identical, color and all, and it was the diesel one was $30,000 more than this one, and that's a lot of freaking money. I mean, I pulled up to 16,000 pounds with this truck I can't tell the difference. It's the same damn truck, it's just got a different engine and a small fuel tank on it. It needs a bigger fuel tank. Dodge needs to correct that. But other than that, it'll pull about anything I want to pull. I think it'll pull up to 22 or 24,000 pounds. I think the diesel will pull up to 34 or 35,000 pounds. That's a lot. But anyway, it is what it is. That's why I use Amsoil. You fill it back up. You put close to 7 quarts in it. Put your cap and dipstick back in it. Crank it up, let it run a little while, and then let it sit a little bit. Check it again. Get it close to full as you can, and there you go. And maybe a couple days later, you check it again. But anyway, that's how you change the oil in a 6.4 Hemi. Esquina out.